Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Utah Utes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The run inside. It's Jackson. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled him. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups. Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Stepping to the right. Finds his open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Utes moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Leaping grab for a big gain. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Jackson. There's it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give on the counter. Tackled there by the defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tight end now in motion. On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it on first down. Shakes off the defender. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Joyner. Might have a chance. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, It's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gilbert. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Running inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He's loose down the left side. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to bring this one out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. 5-29. They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Create maybe some room here. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff to Joyner. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Got it behind the line, it's Joyner.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raider! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 10 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Hurricanes, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Texas Tech will start the drive, the offense ready to go. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Quentin one more time. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. delayed handoff. It's Joyner. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
He breaks a tackle. Looking for the corner and could not find it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fella there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time.
He gets a hand on it. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Jackson. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He'll do it himself. Maybe a crease. The 20. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clip here. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. Well, what do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Got a 1st down. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. The 30, the 20, the 10. with the 6.
Talk about hard to stop. So many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilbert. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
He'll try it again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the 1st down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here, and you're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in your own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, and that is something this offense is ready to do.
The Red Raider crowd rises rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Right on the money.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Buys a little extra time. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on first down. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Hammond. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Gonna run it. It's Dickey. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll field the punt. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. The give on the option. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Joyner again. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
Quarterback making checks. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
He puts it through, and they take the lead in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Third down here in overtime and some work to do. On the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Puts it right down the boulevard, no sign of nerves, and we'll go to another overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Now, first down here in the second overtime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab in their space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Might as well give it to him again. There's some room. Touchdown, Utah! They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion. Gets it out fast. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Taylor wants to throw. Makes a grab and room to run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the option. With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for two. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
They couldn't get it in, and what a heartbreaking way for this one to end in double overtime. It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, this team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Texas Tech's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Quentin Joyner, if you like running the football, we've got a couple of guys who can flat do it in this one.
Well, I think the reason these two teams are in the top 25, the biggest reason, is because of these running backs. These guys are electrifying. They can hurt you running it. They can hurt you catching it. They're one play away, David, from scoring a touchdown. You just hold your breath every single time these guys got the rock.
So advantage to the defense then, right? Because they practice against a great running back every day. You know, like you're used to seeing it. You're used to greatness. And to play another great running back, interested to watch which defense can adjust, which guy makes the most plays, and which guy gets bragging rights.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Slithers into space. Finding some room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the...
There he goes down the right side. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trench.
Snags it, and there's running room. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. There's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Duff. Oh, they're after him, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt, when you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Here's a give to Joyner. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Joyner. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Hand off to Joyner. Hard running there. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Here's Joyner. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel...
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Trying the left side. Good job. Tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Going for the marker on the ground. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs. Split backs here. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Duff. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They'll run play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. At midfield, there's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Looking for space. It's Sticky. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No huddle offense to the line. He's got it again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the give off the left side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Sticky. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He might want another play. Running to the left. Might have a chance. Picks up the 1st down. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it good.
They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a push on 4th down. Makes it past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The run inside. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Dropping back, it's Duff. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he got loose. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Rush is on him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll try the right side. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Thompson wants to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense finally something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. Bringing it back.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! Along the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Edwards. There he goes. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game spot.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.